That is the solution. No, I did.
You just
I said Roman Christianity.
You just said I never denied being
a Christian.
What did you just say a second ago?
Never being.
You said you never denied
Christ-like.
Christianity, but you're not a Christian. Did you just say that?
Nope.
What did you just say a minute ago?
That is the solution.
I'm gonna tell you what you said. You played the word game.
Tape.
You just said I never deny. I'm not a Christian, but I never denied Christianity.
No, I never said.
You just said
You
just said I never denied being. Which one did you say? What did you just say a second ago?
Never being.
You said you never denied Christianity. Dishonest. Now you're being dishonest, bro.
And when you replay the tape,
this is why I don't debate religion.
When you replay the tape,
this is why I don't debate religion.
When you replay the tape, you'll see that you're wrong.
What are we going to do about school to prison pipeline? What are we going to do about gentrification? What are we going to do about economic exploitation? What are we going to do about mass incarceration? What are we going to do about 2/3 of our kids being raised by mothers? That's what I want to know.
Teach our kids to stop being
That is not a solution.
That is the solution.
That is a distraction.
That is the solution.
That ain't no solution.
What you're saying is the distraction.
I didn't hear that part. Oh my God. Oh, that was funny. I don't remember that.
You just said I never denied being
a Christian.
What did you just say a second ago?
Never being.
You said you never denied Christianity, but you're not a Christian. Did you just?
You're the first person that focused on white supremacy.
No, I'm not.
All right.
But we've never defeated it. How has focusing on the Bible want to save us?
It never saved us.
We save ourselves.
Calm down.
We save ourselves.
Let's take it down a notch.
We save ourselves.
Take it down a notch.
But your Bible ain't solved the problem we had.
Not my
Bible.
Take it down a notch. Umar wants to smoke. Umar wants to fight. Take it down a notch. You accept my wife. Take it down a notch. Shake his hand. Umar, yeah, that's a disrespectful dude, man. Yeah, but wait till I play some stuff on him. This is a disrespectful dude, man. You in somebody's house and you just gotta be right. Take it down a notch. God damn.
You're the first person that focused on white supremacy.
No, I'm not.
All right.
But we've never defeated it. How has focusing on the Bible want to save us?
It never saved us.
We save ourselves.
Calm down.
We save ourselves.
Let's take it down.
Now, this guy Umar is a freak. And I mean that in every rude sense. He's a freak. There is a man code that's unwritten, but this should be respected. You never argue like that in front of another man's children, significant other. If it's fiance, doesn't matter if it's his wife, baby mother. It doesn't matter if he just met her that day. Okay? There's an unwritten man rule. You don't argue with a man in front of it, like that hostile, in front of a significant other, a woman he's dating, right? I don't care if you just met her. Okay? In front of his kids. The reason is you know that his emotions are going to be heightened because now he feel like he got to save face. He got to defend his manhood like even more. Okay, so for him to ask Umar to take it down, and for Umar to not take it down, Bigger really had exercised some discipline. Because he had all rights to just start just hooking off on Umar. That's a disrespectful piece of trash, man. Like, he's showing you who he is. Like, that's a piece of trash. That's why he can't get along with anybody. That's a piece of trash. He just gotta be right.
On a notch.
We save ourselves.
Calm down.
We save ourselves.
Let's take it down a notch.
We save ourselves.
Take it down a notch.
But your Bible.
Look, he same energy. He didn't tone it down one bit. You see that? That's a disrespectful dog. So and the thing is, the fact that you're saying, "Oh, bro, my wife, you know, my kids, they get a little scared because we're arguing." Yo, that's, you know what I mean? Like, the recording is here, so we can't go in the back room. So, bro, let's just bring it down a little bit. This dude kept going. I'm telling you, in the black community, that was grounds for him just to get up and start just wailing on him. Even his wife just hopping on Umar. You don't do that. If I'm at my friend's crib and you're there, and he like, oh, I don't care if you're right and he's wrong, right? If a lot of times we be having hostile debates, and his wife walk in, you know, being nosy, see, and just make sure everything all good. Like, we give her the respect to say, listen, Miss, she know her last name. Hey, everything's good. We just men just arguing. You know, we give her that peace of mind that if she wants to know, like, is her husband okay? Is our household okay? You know, do I need to call the cops? Do I need to grab the frying pan? Like, what's going on? So we reassure her, oh, no. We're just having a, you know, pissing contest. We're just, you know what I mean, just slaying each other right now. So yeah, don't you know, nothing gonna happen right now. Ego flexing. So you know, but you definitely got to consider that you don't keep basing like that. Not in a man's home, man. Not in a man's car, not in a man's property. You don't do that. That's disrespect. So, like I said, I'm over there, he over there, you over there. He telling you to calm down, and his wife comes, say, "Hey, what's going on?" Okay, now I'm gonna get that look like, dude, you're bugging right now. Oh, nah. Wait, you say this.
Let's
take it down a notch.
We save ourselves.
I'm like, dude, oh, you bugging right now. You yell out, we save ourselves. Okay, I'm gonna give him that look like, dude, what you want to do? All right, you told him, she told him, I told him, and he's still over here. We save ourselves. Like, at that point, yo, what you want to do with this guy? And again, I don't care how close you are to me. You being that disrespectful, like, you need to be taught a lesson, a physical lesson. So it's like, that's why I don't hang around people that are unpredictable. I don't hang around people who I can't influence. If I can't talk you out of a bad decision, I'm not around you. You dig? So I'm telling my boys, like, yo, dude, relax, man. You know, we get pulled over, you all extra hype with the police officer. So you getting the hell out. Dig? Yeah, I'm saying, officer, right now, yo, get this guy out my car, man. All right, here's my ID and everything, but officer, get out my car. All right, you do what you gotta do, but you make sure he's out the car. Because if not, you're like condoning these tensions. There's a lot going on here. If he stays in the car, you know, a lot's gonna happen. So I'm asking you, you know, can you remove this guy? I don't want him there. So, yeah. So he over here yelling. We save ourselves. He's telling him, hey, you're upsetting my wife. This piece of trash. This homeless piece of trash. We save ourselves. Anything to be right. Anything to be right on camera.
Ourselves.
Down.
Oh, the Bible want to save us.
It never saved us.
We save ourselves.
Down.
We save ourselves.
Let's take it down a notch.
We save ourselves.
Take it down a notch.
But your Bible ain't solved the problem we had.
Not my
Your Bible ain't solved the problem we had, nigga.
Not my Bible.
What problem has Christianity solved for black folks?
Not my Bible.
What problem?
But this maniac just said that he doesn't like to debate the Bible or religion. He's doing a damn good job. He's performing like one of those One West guys.
Has your religion solved for black people?
Our Bible.
Religion is a tool of division.
You're saying religion. What does religion mean to you?
I'm not getting into the word game.
What? But you threw it out there.
What does it mean?
You're moving.
People could tie your Pan-Africanist movement to religion. I know I do.
the goalpost.
No, define the
I'm
word.
not moving the goalpost.
If you say
and I'm not
something,
defining.
if you're going to say
we're
my
not going to play the word
religion,
game.
you have to be clear for the
Listen,
people to
bro,
say what religion
you
means.
Christian. Whatever type you want to call it, that's on you. If I cut hair, I'm a barber. Whether I don't want to admit I cut hair, I'm still a barber.
Oh,
you understand me?
absolutely, I'm a Christian.
If I evaluate people, I'm a psychologist. Whether I want to be.
Yo, look at him, man. This is why this idea of a school can never happen. This is how he talked to the contractors, the plumbers, the electricians, the inspectors, name it. The city council. This is how he talked. When he's on the phone, when he's in person, like there's no getting through this guy. You cannot get through to this blockhead dude, man.
You're not being a Christian.
This dude's head the same size as his torso. It's crazy.
I said Christianity.
You said you wasn't a Christian.
No, I didn't.
You
bro.
see how you playing word games?
No, I didn't.
You just
said Roman Christianity.
You just said I never denied being
a Christian.
What did you just say a second ago?
Never being.
You said you never denied
Christ-like.
Christianity, but you're not a Christian. Did you just say that?
Nope.
What did you just say a minute ago?
No, I never.
I'm gonna tell you what you said. You played the word game.
Tape.
You just said I never.
You see, like he's chilling like dude. We got on tape. Like I ain't say that, but I think it did. The way he's repeating it, it sounds like he did say that. Just to be fair, I could be wrong too, but from what I heard earlier, with Dr. Umar repeating back, it did sound like he said that.
I'm not a Christian, but I never denied Christianity. You
I never said that.
You just said it.
Never said
that. Or did
that.
you say the reverse? Which one did you say?
That, bro.
Now you're being dishonest. Now you're being dishonest, bro.
And when you replay the tape,
this is why I don't debate religion.
When you replay the tape,
this is why I don't.
You doing a damn good job. You doing a damn. For somebody who don't do something, they don't do it. How do you just said if you're cutting hair, you're a barber. But how can somebody be cutting hair like a barber daily, say they don't like cutting hair? Dude, you like debating religion. You went all in.
Don't
when
debate
you replay
religion.
the tape, you'll see that you're wrong.
What are we going to do about school to prison pipeline? What are we going to do about gentrification? What are we going to do about economic exploitation? What are we going to do about...
This is a crazy piece of shit, man. And it gets worse. It gets worse.
About mass incarceration. What are we going to do about 2/3 of our kids being raised by mothers? That's what I want to...
He said, teach our kids to stop being sinners. And even though that sounds like a religious answer, if you knew what sin was, how it's defined in the Bible, that's really not a bad answer. You know, sin is being an adulterer, being a liar, backbiter, you know, all these negative things that we do to each other in society. So when he said, teach them stop being sinners, although that's a religious term and it sounds like a religious answer, the actions of a sinner, a non-religious person will probably agree is no good for a society. So he really didn't say anything wrong. That, again, if we understood what those actions were, he should have asked them, what are some of those actions? Let's see if those are applicable in the community where we could apply that and be better off. Like he assumed that when he said stop being sinners, Dr. Umar assumed he said like that meant like just pray all day. Sinning is an action.
Teach our kids to stop being
sinners. That is not a solution.
That is the solution.
That is a distraction.
That is the solution.
That ain't no solution.
What you're saying is distraction.
That ain't no solution.
You give me the solution.
And this is why the white man loves Christianity.
You give me the solution.
This is
the white man. All right. So let's go here.
When they've already stolen enough.
So he's a guest on a radio show, and he's a doctor. You know, he's purported as a doctor of psychology, clinical psychology, something like that. He loves being on panels where he's the only expert. He's the only lettered individual. He loves being on these panels where he makes you appeal to authority. So he called in. So he had his own thing going on. I learned about his podcast today, Mike something. So there's a couple people who got their own podcast who calls in this show. All right. So Umar, matter of fact, let me just back it up. When first, it'd make more sense if I just back it up when he first called in. So you can hear the full context.
I'm gonna bring one or two other people up real quick so we can get your take on this before we move back to the conversation here. Who we gonna bring up on this joint, man? You know what? Let's bring the brother. We got Mike in the chat here. Mike, welcome to the stage. Hey. Welcome to Hardly Initiated, my brother. Can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Mic check, mic check.
Do me a favor, Mike. Give me your age, your location, and I want to hear your take on this.
29, California. And Umar's not going to like me because I believe that you can date who you want to date, just don't be a coon. And, you know, we regard Frederick Douglass with high esteem, and he married a white woman at the end of the day. So I look at a man's actions more so than who he dates.
Let me respond to my brother. And
now I was waiting for the response. Like, okay, brother, how are you going to justify this right here? Don't date white women. Don't date white women. Black women. Don't date Hispanic. Don't date Chinese, Filipino, Hawaiian. Black only. Okay. So that was a good question.
I appreciate the dialogue because we still brothers, even if we disagree. I want to clarify the Frederick Douglass piece. You're absolutely right. About a decade before his death as an old man, he married a white woman.
And that's the first name of the first letter of the school. So you got the Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey. What's the G? Was it Frederick? Is the G Garvey? Is it Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey? Is that it? What was the G? I know it's not Maybach. So it's FMG. All right.
But let's not forget about Queen Mother Anna Murray Douglass, who he was married to for nearly 50 years, who gave birth to all 5 of his children, who helped him escape from slavery to freedom, and who ran the Underground Railroad in Rochester, New York during his absence. I'm only bringing it.
Okay, so that means that Frederick Douglass is good at picking women, right? So if you pick the white woman next, like, did he lose his mind, or is he still good at picking women?
That up because we talk about the white woman so much that a lot of our children don't know. Frederick Douglass had a dark-skinned, chocolate, beautiful, nappy-headed wife. So I want to make sure Anna Murray Douglass gets her due. Now, to your point that we can marry who we want and not be a coon. How is not building a family with a—
All right, so look, he's doing what I'm doing. He's not getting emotional. He's not listening to all the rabbit holes and foolishness. He's focused on the answer. How is Dr. Umar going to address what I just said about Frederick Douglass? How is he going to respond and clean that up? That's what he's focused on. All the stuff he's talking right now, he's doing what I'm doing. We call it the we call this the Hebrew Israelite shuffle. Like the One West shuffle, right? Because not all Hebrew Israelites, some of them know what they're doing. But the One West shuffle is what he's doing. He's saying a whole bunch of nothing, and he's not paying attention to it. He's focused on Dr. Umar addressing Frederick Douglass and his white wife. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Check a Facebook note. Inbox. Okay, cool. Let's go back.
A black woman. How can you be exempt from cooning if you do not build family with black women?
So by your own rhetoric, it's okay if we—
Okay, so now what you see, he didn't address the Frederick Douglass marrying a white woman at the end of the day. So hold on.
Not build family with black women.
So by your own rhetoric, it's okay if we marry a white woman as long as we marry a black woman first.
Frederick Douglass.
No, you should not be marrying a white woman at all.
He's RCK.
If the salvation of the African people rests on the shoulders of the African family, do we not have an obligation to be with our own women?
Interesting. And I believe that you exclusively date sisters, right?
Yes. And what about the wealth argument? Women on average outlive their husbands. So when we transition, if we married a snow bunny, is she going to use?
It's okay we say that, but when you're a professional, like you got to maintain your professionalism at all times if you want to be reminded and treated as a professional in the public with your ops, and your friends.
Use any of your wealth to empower the Black community after you're gone, i.e. Kobe Bryant, i.e. Marvelous Marvin.
He's going to name 5 people, okay, as though he can name, that's just weird. Like, dude, you're naming, I guarantee you that someone can name Black men, high value Black men marrying non-Black women, and he dies and his plan still goes forward. All right, his goals, his business still operates the way it was. It's just weird. He's just picking and choosing, cherry picking.
Hagler, you know, all these great Black men who married these white women. James Earl Jones is an elder. We're not expecting him to go anywhere anytime soon. Sidney Poitier still with us, or did he?
I'm not sure.
Can somebody?
I'm gonna look that up.
Okay, that's another bad thing. That means you're reaching. Don't name anybody if you're not even sure they're still living. It means you're not really following, their lifestyle, their livelihood.
Look that up, please. I don't want to speak it if it's not correct. We don't want to.
You shouldn't have named him. See, that's like court. That's like in court. You see, you say something wild, and then the judge say, "Hey, scratch that from the record." It's like, well, you can't scratch what the juror just heard. The jury just heard. You can, even though they're not allowed to consider it, but they can't scratch it from their brains, their memory. So you just said Sidney Poitier, but you don't even know if the person is dead and his wife took over. But now you're gonna say, "Hey, table that." Yeah, but now it's in our minds as though he actually died and his white wife did something crazy, or whatever wife he has. I'm assuming she's non-Black.
Force no elders into the land of the ancestors before their time.
Well, the only reason I mentioned that I judge a man by his actions is because
he passed. Sidney Poitier passed away, married to a white woman. He was a very wealthy man.
Wait, so you was on a debate with Assad and Deacon. I told the entire chat about 300 people that Assad and Deacon are running from by talk and subscribe to your channel. They believe the entire video. Wow. Yeah, this is why what y'all should do when y'all do that, y'all should have y'all own recording device to record it as well. But they can't do that. That's why every time I talk to those guys, I make sure it's recorded. Because they will pull it down. They have no integrity, they have no honor, they're full of guile. All right, let's get back there.
That white woman got all the Sidney Poitier's money. That non-African Latino got all the Kobe Bryant's money. That white woman got.
So what was? I wonder what live. So whose channel was that? RLCK. Was it Hassan's channel? I wonder whose channel you were on. Was it Hassan's or Deacon's? Oh my God, he shut it down. Wow. Yeah, thank you for the plug. Of whom, yeah. Miami Chicago. Oh, they know me well. Vice, you talking about Vice City. Yeah, I did Vice City dirty. Yeah, I did them dirty.
Got all the marvelous Marvin Hagler's money. This is wealth that we need to empower the Black community and build.
Here go this blackology shit. We gotta become one business, one LLC where all the Black people of society are members for business. Shut up, crazy ass idea. That's a clan. That's a white green. That's a right wing. I hate saying that. It's like so tongue twisting. That's a right wing extremist claim. All white folks need to get together, and we all need to. Here we come. We all need to. Dude, are you serious? No, you think everywhere else, all the Hawaiians saying, "Hey, we need to all pull our resources." Stop.
Institutions. How are you not a sellout if you're giving white people that type of wealth when they've already stolen enough from us? How could
you guys called in beating them up, and then they called in so you were beating them up and they called Assad and Deacon for help. Wow, that's beautiful. Also, Miami guys put it on hold. All right, I'm gonna find out what happened because there's a Miami guy from Shikari that I got on payroll. I got him on payroll. So yeah, I got somebody with them infiltrating for me. So I'm gonna find out from him like what's going on. Yeah. I got somebody on payroll within the movement, within their movement.
could you find a white woman who could ever understand you as well as a sister?
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I mentioned people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date Black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years. And you still haven't.
Why you do me like that?
Man,
why you do me like that, bro? Oh, man. Oh,
we was going good until Michael went a little left.
Mike, come
Mike
on.
went a little left.
Man. I thought the brother was a good brother.
Yeah. And you know, I actually want to talk about some of the stuff that we've been hitting here because
no problem.
He don't look that face doesn't look comfortable at all, yo. Oh my God.
Problem. Go right.
Yeah, and you know, I actually want to talk about some of the stuff that we've been hitting here because
no problem. Go right ahead.
Go right ahead. We hit on colorism a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Good until Michael went a little.
It's been 12. You yourself
sister.
Yo, that was a beautiful.
Well, the only reason why
that was a beautiful comeback, yo. Damn, he got him. He made him take him serious and everything.
Ever understand you as well as a sister?
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I mentioned people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date Black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years. And you still haven't.
Why you do me like that?
Yo, I think I see Umar Hango. So when Mike did a recap, he thought the other guys ended the live or ended his him, right? Close his window out. I see Umar hand moving. I think Umar closed him out.
Scammers in our community. It's been 12 years. And you still haven't.
I don't know.
You're
Maybe
one of the
not.
biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years if you still haven't.
We gotta let him go.
Why you do me like that?
Man,
Why-
Yeah, I can't see. Maybe not. But that was good.
Our community. It's been 12 years. Yourself exclusively date black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years if you still haven't.
We gotta let him go.
Why you do me like that?
Man,
Why you do me like
Come
that, bro?
on.
Oh man. Oh
we
man.
was going good
Oh,
till Michael went a
man.
little left.
Mike, come
Mike
on.
went a little
Oh
left.
man.
Yeah,
I
man,
thought the brother was a good brother.
Yeah, and you know, I actually want to talk about some of the stuff that we've been.
He is not comfortable right there at this moment. I told you I had something for you. He called in Hassad and Deacon because we were killing him. Who called in with you? Who called in with you? Oh, so let me see. I got a little mole. I got a little Sakari member who's still active, who's still in the movement, who's on the inside, but he's working for me. Okay. He's working for me. What do I mean? I mean, I had a discussion with him, and he was made to see the light. And he understands that they are deceptive in their doctrine. He talked to me about some of the things that they teach, and then I corrected them. Hey, that's not biblical. That's not there. This gave him the full breakdown, the full understanding. And said, brother, join my team. Join the winning side. Okay. So that made me want to find out what information he has. I'm checking right now. All right, let's come back here. Oh my God, he got his ass.
Been hitting here.
People's actions is because you're
Empower the black community and build institutions. How are you not a sellout if you're giving white people that type of wealth when they've already stolen enough from us? How could you find a white woman who could ever understand you as well as a sister?
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I mentioned people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years if you still haven't.
We gotta let him go.
Why you do me like that?
Man,
Why you do me like that, bro? Oh man. Oh
we
man.
was going good till
Oh,
Michael went a
man.
little
His
left.
face
Mike,
is
come
Michael
tight.
went a little
Oh
left.
man.
Yeah,
I
man,
thought the brother was a good brother.
Yeah, and you know, I actually want to talk about some of the stuff that we've been hitting here because
No problem. Go right ahead.
we got
Nah. That messed your whole mood up. All right. So should I go here now? I'm gonna go here now.
What black man you know is going to be in a rush to get married to a woman he can't take care of? If we not talking jobs, we can't talk families. If we talking jobs, we can't talk, unless we talking jobs, we can't talk families, especially now, because we've raised our children for the past 23 years on what? A steady diet of European materialism, conspicuous consumption. They need Nike, they need Balenciaga, they need Gucci, Louis Vuitton. What am I gonna do as a broke black man approaching a 40-year-old sister? I want to be your king. I want you to be my queen. I want us to make babies. And she looking at me like, where the job at? I'm doing some vending. I'm doing some hustling. I ain't got nothing. You think she gonna let me put that ring on that finger? Until we build up black men economically, we will never build back up the black family. What is the number one job of a man? To protect and provide. We can protect, but we ain't able to provide. And now America, this entire time they was destroying black men, what was they doing with black women? Educating and employing. Do you know black women are the only women in America who out-earn and out-educate their mates? We the only one. Our women have more degrees than us and make more money than us. But let me clarify with you, Queen. That's not a problem by itself. Just because my wife make more money than me, that ain't no problem. You know why it becomes a problem? When people ask her why. It's the interpretation of the difference. When they ask the black woman, why you make more money than your husband? Because he lazy. He's shiftless. He irresponsible. He don't want nothing out of life. See that? It's the reasons why. And then when they ask the black man, why your woman make more
Those reasons be accurate as hell. Come on.
money than you? Because she masculine. She want to dominate me. She don't want no black man telling her nothing. She working with the white man against the black man. It's not the fact that sisters make more money. It's the reasons why she believes she does, and it's the reasons why we believe she does. And guess what? Both of the reasons come from white folks. We are taking what white people taught us about each other.
Yeah, this guy gives white people so much power and strength. It's just amazing. Like the way he talk about white folks, they're unstoppable. They're unstoppable. Like the way he talks about like white folks and what he believes, they're just Thanos with all the rings.
And we're using it against each other. The new war against black man is against the black family. We're going to stop the love. That's what they look at. It. Look at your commercials. All the commercials, what you see? Black man, white woman.
Or
black woman.
Ambiguous.
Right, or racially ambiguous. But let me ask you a question. White people not in love with black folks. Police killing us every day. So why y'all got our kids thinking white people in a rush to marry black folks? Because they want to brainwash the children out of black love. If you notice, our children are being brainwashed into believing that you can only love someone of the same gender or someone of another race. You don't see no black on black. What happened to the Jeffersons? What happened to the Cosby Show? What happened to Good Times? What happened to all them shows where you have black on black love? Wife is mixed race and there's nothing against, Diana Ross's daughter. But my point is, it ain't the same black on black skin love you saw in the 70s TV shows. This is for the children, it's not for us.
All right, so some of that I kind of rock with. So that lets you know I'm not anybody who say, you just Dr. Umar hater. No, I simply tell you that I agree with some of his points with homeschooling. I agree with some things. And with this colorism thing, I've been saying that. I've been saying like the people who the non-black people who own these these networks who put us on there, they are the black man, they kind of let it be whatever. But the black women, like they are very specific on how she's gonna look. And Dr. Umar is right. Like she's normally light, definitely like mixed. And if she got any melanin, you best to believe her hair doesn't look like this. That shit curly as hell. That shit look like Mariah Carey. So let me rewind that.
What happened to Good Times? What happened to all them shows where you have black on black love? You don't see it. Blackish, you got black on black love. But of course, the wife is mixed race, and there's nothing against, Diana Ross's daughter. But I
got a problem with that. You look at Vivian. From Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They got rid of her, dark-skinned woman, beautiful woman. They got rid of her for a light-looking woman. If you look at Destiny's Child, the dark-skinned cute sister, they got rid of her. Look at 3LW. Where'd that dark-skinned girl go? So like that seems to be like it seems like the group's put together like an organic way at home. But when they get to like these record labels, man, they look at that dark skinned woman like, hey man, who's this? Oh no, she's our lead singer. No, she gotta go. You the lead singer. That seems like that be happening like that over there. Right. I think I need batteries for this damn mouse.
My point is, it ain't the same black on black skin love you saw in the 70s TV shows. This is for the children, it's not for us. They want to brainwash black kids against wanting a spouse of the same race. So if we're not teaching our kids about black love, there will be no black love. And guess what's helping this? Colorblind black folks. I have black mothers tell me, I can't tell my son to only marry a black woman. Excuse me? I've had
Umar. Dude, they're not as delusional and crazy as you, brother. Okay, so the parents are being honest. Like they can't even tell their sons and daughters to be straight. That's just something that's out of their hand, my boy. They can't even make them choose a career path. That's not the reality.
Black mothers tell me I cannot tell my son to only marry a black woman because of their beliefs. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I can't do that because I believe in this and my religion don't allow me to do this. This is what they tell me. So I said, why are you complaining about not being able to find a good black man? How are you going to say you can't find a good black man, but you can't tell your son to marry a black woman? We losing ourselves. And guess what? These white women, they on a mission. They on a mission. They are either there to bankrupt you or incarcerate you. Look what happened over the past week. Puffy got hit with another lawsuit. Marcellus Wiley hit with a lawsuit. Bill Cosby hit with a lawsuit. Jamie Foxx hit with a lawsuit. Now, not every accuser is white, but overwhelmingly they are. And you see the old crusty snow bunny that's after Bill Cosby? Guess when he allegedly violated her? 1972. I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, my man said I wasn't even born yet, as though that, you know what? You gotta be careful with that rhetoric because an old white person could say, hey, or a young white person can say, hey, when a person, did what they did to Emmett Till, I wasn't even around back then. So his argument can be used against him in terms of racism and discrimination and segregation. And matter of fact, some of the white folks make that argument now. For reparations. Hey man, I ain't do it. I wasn't around. I ain't. And now you just put yourself in the pot, Umar, as a reason why no justice should be done because you were not born. So a white person who was not born during segregation, discrimination, Jim Crow, they have a valid claim too. Hey, nah, y'all don't get no justice because I wasn't there. In other words, to say, hey, that's old. That's long ago. That's way long ago. So Umar just made that big mistake. This dude's head is the same size as his torso, man. That shit crazy.
Snow bunny that's after Bill Cosby? Guess when he allegedly violated her?
Thurman, Tone.
1972. I wasn't even born yet.
I think fornication destroys black love. I'm always, I know you're going to.
I don't disagree. No, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But we still have to look.
Umar, that was part of his. Remember, he said, teach black folks not to sin. Fornication is one of those sin actions that he's saying, teach black folks not to do.
At the entrapment that is being done by the white power structure in order to take back the resources of black men so they're not available for the community, right? Even if you look at Kobe Bryant, who was murdered because he was going to start his own.
All right, here we go. Now, if you guys have respect for Dr. Umar after this, what he's about to say, now I see why you guys be having tolerance for like scammers and the polites of the world assault women, and it's like, okay, I see why. Listen to what he's about to say. Now, this is supposed to be a professional. You're supposed to take this dude, you're supposed to take professional serious. But you're supposed to take him serious. Listen to these wild conspiracy theories. This religious guy is gonna check on that. We would call him pseudo. But he like, whoa, that's even too pseudo for me.
Sneaker brand, right? Even if you look at Kobe Bryant, who was murdered because he was going to start his own sneaker brand to compete with Nike in his own professional basketball league to compete with the NBA. Kobe Bryant was murdered.
It wasn't a plane crash?
It was a murder through the plane
Okay, you know, I want to.
Yeah, through the plane.
Know.
Yeah.
School me. I don't
Remember, whenever you study assassination, you gotta look at the timing.
Mm-hmm.
What
This
was
is
Kobe?
info for
What
me.
was Kobe about to do the week that he was
I
assassinated?
had no idea.
He was going to choose the first edition of the new Kobe sneaker. So he had his own sneaker label.
And that was enough.
Hey, yo, what website did this Negro get that from? Yo, he had to been watching indigenous black man spew this crap over here on Unbiased Sports. And he was writing that stuff down. He had to, I mean, goddamn.
To kill him?
Nike is the #1 tennis shoe company in the world. Kobe Bryant is second only to Michael Jordan in terms of stature.
So
some would,
Kobe was going to come out with his own.
Yes, that was going to be owned by the players. The players were going to own their sneakers.
So how come his death stopped that?
Hey, yo, this dude said, I cannot believe, yo, Starberry tried that with his sneaker, and which I had a few pairs of Starberries. I liked it. It was a good idea, but it was trash as basketball sneakers. Good thought, but the proof was in the concept. Like you can't make a cheap, affordable sneaker and it performs the same like the expensive ones. The Starberries was like pretty much playing in church shoes out there. Okay, they were only half decent when they were 1 week old, or maybe 2 days old. After that, it's like you were playing in socks. Like there was no cushion, and like no feet support. They were terrible. So this guy said Kobe Bryant is going to start a sneaker, and how was he going to get it to the masses? You know, Nike has billions of dollars, and they have so many people on payroll to push, brand, and market their sneaker throughout the world. On your TV, all times of the day, YouTube commercials, just name it, phone apps, all type of advertisement apps. They could just have in your face over, and they'll have your favorite players wearing it because they can offer your favorite players $100 million contracts. So Kobe is going to tell players, hey yo, wear this sneaker and you'll get paid based on a promise. Yo, in the future sometime, this shoe gonna be worth a lot of money. But Nike, like, no, the sneaker we have for you is worth a lot of money right now. It's not a promise. We're gonna give you the money right now. Just sign a contract. We're gonna put your name on this shoe. You're gonna wear it and you're gonna represent it. You're gonna be in commercials. You're gonna use it when you play basketball. You're gonna put it on. So I'm gonna turn that down to wear Kobe Bryant sneaker. I mean, how rich is he? Like Dr. Umar, how much money can he put behind? How can he mass produce these sneakers? Like what money? We watch Shark Tank. What manufacturing? Like, are you serious? Yeah, but no, he's gonna say some wild stuff. Listen.
Wow.
This is just the beginning of it. Now he's gonna move on to the next person and the next person. He's gonna get more crazy and crazier. Now he's supposed to be starting school. So in the school, I bet you that they teach this in the school.
Tennis shoe company in the world. Kobe Bryant is second only to Michael Jordan in terms of stature.
That's a lie. LeBron James. That you mean Kobe? That you talking about Kobe for? That's LeBron James. What are you talking about? People, yeah, when you stop playing basketball, you pretty much are forgotten about. Except if you're Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But right now, like people want to know what Stephen Curry's doing. They want to know what Zion Williams is doing. You know what I mean? They want to know what Giannis and Jokic. When you retire, like in basketball, any professional sport, like you become irrelevant unless you're like the Mayweather, you know what I mean? Like you really got to be the GOAT of your sport for you to be relevant after you retire. This dude is wild. And once Kobe only could sell, the best Kobe Bryant could do with a sneaker deal is while he's playing at the height of his career. Not the last couple of years where he was averaging like 15, 17 points with that Achilles. We're talking about when you are an athlete in a sport, the best chance you got of selling any merch is when you're at the height of your career, not when you're falling off. That's why the greats retire on top. Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, these guys retired on top. So when they retired, like you never seen them like really fall off while they were competing. That's why LeBron better get out the game before he start to decline. He better get out. Especially if they don't even make the playoffs this year. Yeah, LeBron might want to get out of there.
So
Some would,
Kobe was going to come out with his own.
yes, that was going to be owned by the players. The players were going to own their sneakers.
So how come his death stopped that? Why when his wife took over? And
Because his wife wasn't thinking about that. She ain't black. She ain't going to go on with that, which is the point that I'm making. It died with Kobe. And then he
So if you ain't black, if your wife ain't black, she's just stupid. The plan stops you. He's dead. Oh, hell with that plan. And that plan is going to give her, like, according to Dr. Umar, if she pursues that plan, she'll be competing with Nike. But because Kobe Bryant died, she's like, man, the hell with that guy. About time. Oh my God.
was going to start at players. Is second only to Michael Jordan in terms of stature.
so
Some would,
Kobe was going to come out with his own.
yes, that was going to be owned by the players. The players were going to own their sneakers.
So how come his death stopped that? Why when his wife
Yeah, this
took
is
over?
sad.
And
Because his wife wasn't thinking about that. She ain't black. She ain't going to go on with that, which is the point that I'm making.
Because you got people.
It died
taking
with
him serious.
Kobe. And then he was going to start a professional basketball league that was going to be.
So now he's gonna start a professional basketball league. Yeah, this is wild. And he's a professional that's supposed to be taken serious. He got all these people supporting his school, his dreams, and they're gonna sit here and watch him say this and ride with this conspiracy as well. This is wild. This is wild, man. I don't know why even. This is wild.
We headquartered in China, America's nemesis.
what proof we have of that?
Oh my
What proof you have to that? Look it up. like Dwight York, look it up. Like Polite, look it up. So the burden of proof is not on you. This guy said not only will Kobe have his own sneaker, but he's going to go to America's nemesis, China. I mean, I would think North Korea, because America does business with China. They don't do business with North Korea. So I don't know how that works, but this is a wild conspiracy. He's not done. He's done with Kobe in a minute. He's going to jump to somebody else. Watch this.
my goodness.
His wife took over. And
Because his wife wasn't thinking about that. She ain't black. She ain't going to go on with that, which is the.
His wife wasn't thinking about that. She ain't black. She ain't going to go. Yeah, his response was his wife wasn't thinking about that because she's not black. So non-black women married to black men are just stupid, and they don't go with the plans of their black husbands after they pass prematurely. This or on time. This is wild poison coming from this dude's mouth.
The point that I'm making only to Michael Jordan in terms of stature.
so
Some would,
Kobe was going to come out with his own.
yes, that was going to be owned by the players. The players were going to own their sneakers.
So how come his death stopped that? Why when his wife took over? And
Because his wife wasn't thinking about that. She ain't black. She ain't going to go on with that, which is the point that I'm making. It died with Kobe. And then he was going to start a professional basketball league that was going to be headquartered in China, America's nemesis.
Yeah. Look at his crazy face. This is what they're good at. This is what they're good at. Him, the Polite, they're good with the talking some BS, putting the facial expressions behind it to become believable. Listen, look, American nemesis. Look at his face when he says that.
He was going to start a professional basketball.
I mean, this is a crazy, crazy conspiracy. But look at his face when he said America's nemesis.
League that was going to be headquartered in China, America's nemesis.
Oh,
what proof we have of that?
Oh my goodness! First of all, I've spoken with people who
Well, I hate when I speed up.
go, and if you do your research online, there's enough people talking.
I hate when I speed up instead of going backward. I hate when I do that shit, man.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But
I hate when I do that. The speed should be up here, and the slow down should be down here. I don't know why they got the speed at the bottom. Stupid.
You still have to look at order to take back. If you look at Kobe Bryant, basketball league to compete.
You got to hear from top.
He was going to start his own sneaker brand to compete with Nike in his own professional basketball league to compete with the NBA. Kobe Bryant was murdered.
It wasn't a plane crash?
It was a murder through the plane.
Okay, I want to know.
Yeah, through the plane. Yeah.
School me. I don't
remember. Whenever you study assassination, you got to look at the timing.
Mm-hmm.
What was Kobe about to do the week that he was assassinated?
I had no idea.
He was going to choose the first edition of the new Kobe sneaker. So he had his own sneaker label.
And that was enough to kill him?
Nike is the #1 tennis shoe company in the world. Kobe Bryant is second only to Michael Jordan in terms of stature.
So Kobe was going to come out with his own?
Yes, that was going to be owned by the players. The players were going to own their sneakers.
So how come his death stopped that? Why when his wife took over?
Because his wife wasn't thinking about that. She ain't black. She ain't going to go on with that, which is the point that I'm making. It died with Kobe. And then he was going to start a professional.
Okay, here we go. Well, look at his facial expression when he says, America's nemesis. Like, he's good with the facial, the gesture, the finger movement to like really sell you on his BS.
A basketball league that was going to be headquartered in China. America's nemesis.
Yeah, this dude is sick. So he had to put the crazy face on when he says America's nemesis. He looked like Jeepers Creepers right here. If y'all know how Jeepers Creepers look, that's how he looked. So he got to add the crazy face when he says America's nemesis. Like, he has he's been in the mirror. I promise you, he's been in the mirror reciting this stuff. But when he gets to be interviewed, he can say it just like this. But this dude is well versed in conspiracy theories. He's been in the mirror. He's been recording himself. Probably getting some fat woman that he's dating to ask the question, and then he has her recording while he just do it. I'm telling you, I know these people, man. Look at the facial expression that he decided to go with when he wants to convince you that this is true and this is America's nemesis. But this is a sick dude, man. This is a sick dude. And my opinion might be the money is spent for a large portion of it, where it's spending. It's still being done. By the way he's behaving and all this conspiracy shit, he's untrustworthy. And most likely, in my opinion, the money is spending, or it's already spent. I don't know. He's bankrupt. I don't know if the money's gone, but based off the way he's behaving, his lack of integrity, lack of professionalism, he's coming off as somebody who's not trustworthy. So I just can't give him the benefit of the doubt that the money is waiting for the school to pass inspections. And this is why he's asking for more donations. I think that money is gone like the wind. Look at this dude's face. That is wild, man. That is wild.
And then that she ain't black, she ain't gonna go on with that, which is the point that I'm making. It died with Kobe. And then he was gonna start a professional basketball league that was gonna be headquartered in China, America's nemesis.
Look at this fool. All right, let me read. Yeah, Spookology. This is wild. Yeah, Marbury had the Starberries. I don't even think they were making shoe for left and right foot. Chuck got the hottest shoe. Before I listened to Umar, said I'm proud. I need my holy white. Kyrie sells. Doing all this interview, no one has ever asked him. Yeah, well, he doesn't. He makes sure that he doesn't like sit with people who have like celeb status. You know what I mean? That don't mind asking him the tough questions. Like, he knows that certain places, like even when you go to Breakfast Club, Charlamagne seem to ask some tough questions, but he knows that if he sit with like DJ Academics, like the more wild ones, Vlad might ask, who knows, but Adam 22 might definitely ask. He knows that. So like these guys, he's very clever who he sits with. He's very clever who he sits with. Yeah, China is USA's biggest consumer. The great face. Just tell son it's the squeaky. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Come on, man. That's what young Pharaohs should do. Yeah, where's the dude walking around like he? Yeah. This dude been walking around like he's just single with no kids, and that's alarming. Shit, come on. Earth is sick. Oh, he's not done with this spookology.
What proof we have of that?
Oh my goodness! First of all, I've spoken with people who know him, and if you do your research online, there's enough people talking about it.
That he was really.
Yo, he said. So he went the disingenuous black man route. He said, "I'm speaking to people who knows about it." It's the same people he's speaking to are the same people who said, according to Umar, who had a donation for him, but they changed their mind. Okay, because of that stripper gate. These same people that he wants to believe. Okay. So he said, "Where's the proof?" He said, "I'm speaking to people who's telling me this." So it means they don't have proof. And then he told her, "I told you he's gonna say it. Go look it up." York, Dwight, you want proof? I ain't got to give it to you. Go look it up.
Assassinated.
Yes. There's no listen. There is no official word that it was an assassination.
Mm-hmm.
There's no official word that Whitney Houston was assassination. Is there anybody
who was assassinated too?
Right.
Bro, I want to. You got.
Yeah, you hear this guy? Yeah, this guy said Whitney Houston was also assassinated. Yeah, he's looking at bigger. Like, you didn't know that? You don't listen to Indigenous Black Man Dark Hour on Unbiased Sports? You didn't hear him say it? Oh man, where you been at? You know the guy who calls in that can't use the computer? That get when he does a presentation, apologize. Quan got a call him on three-way, and he barely know how to use a computer. Yeah. He told me. He said it. So it must be true.
Got the goods? Tell me the goods. I don't know. I watch the news like anyone else. You got the goods? Give me the goods. Okay. I hear it.
Whitney Houston was assassinated because
I thought she was on drugs and slipped in the water.
A lot of people on drugs.
So, yeah. But I thought she was on drugs and slipped in the water. Did you hear what the coroner said about the water? No. Was the water hot or cold? Does anybody, no? It was hot. I can't remember if it was hot or cold, but the coroner said the temperature of the water, I think it was hot. The coroner said the temperature of the water was so hot, nobody could forcibly keep themselves submerged in it. So how did Whitney Houston drown?
Oh my God, dude, if she's on drugs, she's sedated, dude. Especially shit like heroin. Her ass was swimming at scalding water. Yo, what's going on? Computer, man. Shit, wow. Well, not this computer, my backup computer. It's like really wild. All right. The conspiracy theories, man. That's wild, man.
Wow. If the coroner said nobody could have forcibly kept themselves in water submerged that hot. Not only that, her cousin said they felt submerged that hot. Yo. Not only that, her cousin.
Yo, is this dude sick or what? Yo, this can't be real. Yo, this cannot be real. He's not doing this. Look at, yo, her cousin said this is to, I don't have proof, but look at my facial expressions. I gotta be serious. This is wild, man. This is wild. And it's so embarrassing for anybody who still supports this dude, man. I'm sorry, man, but some people like the scamming when it happens to them, it's still wrong, but it's just like you had it coming. It's like you wanted this. This dude's gonna sell you on facial expressions.
Said they found almost no traces of drugs. Not only that, her cousin said they found almost no that hot. Not only that,
Yeah.
her
Yeah. Yo. Yo, watch how he go from you know how you go 0 to 100? Watch how he go to 100 to 0. When he says her cousin said this is 100. Watch how he goes to 0. This is what the cousin says, not what the coroner said, the doctor said. This is the cousin saying this. That's good enough for him. In other words, tell me what I want to hear to what I suspect already, and that's I'll take it as a fact.
cousin said they found almost no trace.
Look how normal he went. He just went. He just crashed out and then went back normal. Like he changed his mind on the crash. I thought.
Not only that, her cousin.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought after a facial expression like this, he's about to turn up. He turned down.
Said they found almost no traces of drugs in her blood when they blamed it on drugs. Whitney Houston was murdered because she was going to order an audit on.
Yeah, if you take him serious, that's because you're crazy too. Okay, yeah, I'm going with that. If you think this dude is any way sane, that's because you're a nut too. Yeah, both nuts. All right.
All of her royalties. She was going to demand
the big record executive.
Absolutely, and she was going to demand her masters back.
On the big record executive.
And she wanted her publishing, just like Mike. They killed Michael Jackson.
They killed Michael Jackson too. He's not going to stop. So they murdered Kobe Bryant. And who's the they? Like, you know, the they is always in question. They murdered. Does anybody ever ask them who? I think that might be the best question. Who? Who? All right, hold on. Let me turn down my brightness. That ain't working. Shit. Here we go. All right, here we go. Turn that brightness. That brightness was on. God, that shit's like 100. All right. Oh, this dude is wild.
Jackson owned half, and she wanted her publishing, just like Mike. They killed Michael Jackson owned half of Sony. Michael Jackson owned half of Sony Records.
So they killed Mike.
You damn right. They sabotaged his.
Umar, who's doing all this killing? Is it like I Know What You Did Last Summer type killings, or is this like Freddy when they go to sleep he gets them? What is this? What is this? This is Norman Bates. He get you in the shower. Bro, who is doing all is King Von? He just blowing you away on sight? Who's doing these killings? Ted Bundy?
They killed Prince too?
Yes.
So you telling me? So wait, this is just stuff I want.
Yeah, whose man is this, man? Whose man is this? Whose man is this, man? Everybody's dying. Hold on, let me respond to this Sakari guy. They've been dipping and dodging. Okay. All right. That was my Sakari mode.
Hey, look, I watched Turn on the News and this what I hear. So you got the goods? Tell me. So.
Yo, was that a crazy Negro or what, yo? Let me read this chat. Let me read this chat on that one. I deserve to read the chat on that one. They killed Tupac. Dude said Prince. They killed Bin Laden also. Yo, damn, did they kill Tyrone yesterday? And Tyrone's out there robbing drug dealers. Did they come and get him? Leave those drug dealers alone. We need them to sell drugs to the black community. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to yo. He is wild, man. He is wild. He is wild. Okay, so let's go back here.
This is why the white man loves Christianity. This is why
Give
the
me the
white man
solution.
loves you
If it
and
is
loves
not-
Christianity.
Give it to
He
me.
loves
Give
you.
me the
He
solution.
loves you. Tell
He bigger picture, I could have saved you some blood pressure medicine. They never gives a solution. I've been asking Apologize Quan. I've been asking Disingenuous Black Man. I've been asking DJ Focus. I've been asking all these guys, what is the solution? And brother, you're not going to hear it. They don't have one. All they have is complaints. Okay, they just have complaints. They just make complaints. Okay. Good luck with it. Okay. So you're asking for a solution. Let's see if it comes.
Loves you and loves Christianity. He loves you.
Me the solution.
He loves you. You know why he loves you?
Tell me the
because
solution.
you will never deal with the real problems that we can see.
Yeah, he's asking him a straight up question, and this dude head the same size as his torso. He's just blatant and disrespectfully ignoring the solution while he tears down his solution.
I deal with it every day.
You will never deal with the real solutions that we can measure.
Every
you
day.
will never tackle the issues as
Look. Now, instead of giving a solution, he's attacking him personally. But he won't give the solution.
they are. You will take our people away from solving their problems into a dreamland in a mystery world of Satan's, demons, beliefs, and religion that ain't got a damn thing to do with the problems black people deal with on a daily basis.
And unfortunately, it got everything to do with the black people.
And that's exactly
what they deal with every day.
That's why Karl Marx said religion is the opiate of the people. So if
So he's going to quote a white man. So all this rhetoric of these white folks killing you, they're demonic, they don't have your best interest, deceptive practices. He just to come back and quote a white guy. Oh boy.
So
if people was
religion is the opiate of the people.
So if with every day.
That's why Karl Marx said religion is the opiate of the people.
So if
it does nothing.
If people was
Umar, give the solution, brother.
Understand how to rise above their sin, they will still be in bondage.
What that got to do with systemic oppression?
Everything.
What that got to do with
everything I've already explained.
So let me ask you this.
That arises from sin.
It does. Okay.
Now you just say it does. When he gave that earlier, you disagreed. You threw it away like hell. You know, he's saying that's a good answer.
So what about the miseducation of black children by white women?
Arise by sin.
Who's sinning?
Arise from sin.
Who is sinning in that situation?
The scripture says that you are being
Who is sinning? I asked you a direct question.
Children are being.
Yeah, but he asked you for the solution and you went around it.
Pastor, I asked you a direct question,
You're not
Pastor.
Listening. Let me answer. Your children are being punished by the sins of the Father.
Do y'all still believe anybody can speak to this guy? Can you imagine somebody's calling him and asking to see the books, transparency, where the money's going? Can you imagine this guy? He gives you an answer, you better take it. And if you ask him a question, because he'll just talk around you like he did him. This dude, I want to say narcissist. I mean, that word, I don't want to say it because that word's thrown around loosely. Like two big brothers fighting. Yeah, I tell a bigger picture. This is his new codes. He should make him, but he probably end up beating him up. This is sad right here. This is actually sad. This is sad, man. This is sad. All this dude, it looks like, it's my opinion, disclaimer, it looks like all he does, smoke marijuana, mushrooms, these hallucinogenic drugs. That's what my opinion, my just quick observation, it looks like that's what he's doing, this behavior. And for people I know who participate in those activities, that's what he looks like he's doing. Looks like
it. We are experiencing generations of sin.
Religion is the best thing that happened to
the. Now he just got quiet. He went to go talk. He's disrespectful. He started talking over him again, yo. This is the utmost disrespect. You're in his house. You're an invited guest, and he can't get a word out without you just talking over him. Like, this is wow.
A white man.
From the first sin that Adam committed.
Because what religion does, it distracts us from our real problems and makes us refocus on issues that have no relevancy at all to what we're dealing with.
From the first sin Adam committed, put all men into sin.
Where's Adam? Can you show me the gravesite?
Yeah.
Where's Adam's gravesite?
I've already did that, bro.
Tell me, where is the first man Adam buried?
Right under Jesus.
Where's Jesus buried? Adam buried?
Right under Jesus.
Where's Jesus buried?
Jesus not buried.
You just said Adam was right under Jesus.
Crucified.
Yeah, these guys are hilarious.
Okay, but where's he buried after he was crucified? Let's go back to Adam. Where's Adam buried at? The first
Just
man.
told you.
Where?
Where's Jesus crucified at?
Adam is buried, and where was Jesus crucified at?
I'm asking you.
No, you the Christian, not me. I'm not answering your questions. I don't promote Christianity. You do.
Wait a minute. But you made him go look it up when he asked you about the proof for the conspiracy theories, the assassinations. You told him.
So I'm asking you, where
You told him to go look it up.
is Adam's gravesite?
What? I've already answered.
Where is Adam's gravesite?
the location
Where Christ was
Jesus
crucified. And where was that?
What is the significance of that
Answer the question.
Yeah, Umar is wild, bro.
Brother, where
What's
was
the
Christ crucified?
significance?
Bigger, where was Christ crucified?
What's the significance?
Oh, my
I've got to know what the significance of you asking that question.
Where was Christ crucified? Because I want to know where Adam is buried. You said Adam is buried where Christ was crucified.
Look it up.
I'm asking you where. Why I gotta look it up? Why you can't tell me? I'm
Look
asking
it
my
up.
brother.
Yeah, I've never seen this. Oh boy. You told him to look it up. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. Oh boy, you told him to look it up. Oh my God. That is hilarious. Yeah, but Umar told me to look it up when he said, prove these conspiracy that Kobe was assassinated.
My knowledgeable.
Look it up.
Was crucified.
Look it up.
I'm asking you where. Why I gotta look it up? Why you can't tell me? I'm
Look
asking
it
my
up.
brother, my knowledgeable
Look it up.
Christian brother.
Look it up, brother.
Okay.
Look it up. You've already
Let's
kind
get-
of been slightly, negative towards any of that. So
Are you-
look it up.
Next question.
Negative.
Okay.
Look it up. You've already
Let's
kind
get-
of been slightly, negative towards any of that. So
Are you-
look it up.
Next question.
When y'all done sparring.
No. All right. Let
That's
me
why
stop.
I don't
Time
discuss
out.
religion.
Time out.
I have a
Time out.
policy,
Pause.
and I went against my rules. I don't deal with
All
religion.
right. That's all good.
This is a lying fool. He has a policy that he doesn't discuss religion. When he went all the way in, and he was very disrespectful towards religion. But he has a policy. He doesn't. Bro, you felt good going against your policy, bro, and that's your discipline. That's your discipline. I mean, you went all. It's one thing to like go there and then backtrack, say, nah, I'm good. I forgot. Nah, bro, I don't want to go there. Brother, you went all the way in, bro. You went under the water. All of your clothing articles, you went under the water. You touched the bottom of the damn floor of the swimming pool. You were all the way in, bro. Now you want to come back out the pool talking about, yeah, man, I went against my discipline. I don't want to. You ain't put your toes in the water. You jumped in, head. You dove. And the dive you did, where you go to the bottom instantly. And now you're saying you don't want to discuss religion. No, this guy is a mess, man. He's a psychotic mess.
It's a distraction and a
Pause.
waste of time, and it never solved a single problem we got.
For you. Pause. As I said, I would never promote any war against any physical flesh. This is my brother, and
Yes.
brothers always could disagree. So don't
Yes,
think
sir.
that anything
Yes, sir.
that y'all
Correct.
just watch.
I agree.
This is my brother,
This is
and
my
I have
brother.
much
Yes.
Oh, no. Umar, look at you just straight out.
respect for
Yes,
this
sir.
guy.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
we are black men
Yes,
are
sir.
going to disagree till
Yes.
we find agreement and
Yes.
settle ground so we could solve this. Yes, I said I am a Christ Crusader. That's not Christianity. Those that know me know that, already know that.
But how is you being a Christ Crusader benefiting our people's liberation struggle?
Do you know what I do?
Look, he's right back at him, bro. But he don't. But Umar doesn't like to argue religion, and he's right back at him.
Tell me. I just asked.
I got Dr. Umar sitting here right now trying to help give
so let's leave the
education,
religion
all
alone
right?
because I think we can agree that
I would never leave God out the equation.
I didn't say God. God and religion are not synonymous. That's the
You
problem.
keep saying
That's the problem
religion.
with y'all
That's
religious
why I
people.
asked you what
God
does
and religion are not
mean?
synonymous.
That's why I asked you what does religion mean
Religion
to you?
is a system of exploitation.
And I have nothing to do with that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Religion. Y'all gotta watch the whole thing. This is hilarious, man. Oh my, he finally defined it. Oh. Oh yeah, Umar don't believe. Umar look at him as 100% op. That's why he just said, "Hey, religion is exploitation." He said, "I'm not with that." He said, "Yes, you are." He said, "You're with exploiting my people, so you're damn sure on my team." That's what Umar's saying.
Religion are not synonymous.
That's why I asked you what does religion mean to you?
Religion is a system of exploitation.
And I have nothing to do with that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
You use that Bible.
But that's your.
You use that Bible.
Got you. That's good. So the scriptures is not real to you.
What do you mean by real?
Real. You said I used the Bible, so explain to me.
What is your definition of real? When you say the scriptures are real,
what's wrong with me?
Yeah, you can't hold this psychotic buffoon like Umar to anything he says. He immediately put it back on you.
Used in the Bible. No, stick to that.
Ain't no solutions in it for African people. Not a single solution.
That's not
Ain't
even,
no solutions in that.
So the Bible's just, we shouldn't even have the Bible then.
Well, if you want to
study the Bible, I shouldn't teach my kids the Bible.
I would ask for what purpose? You're teaching them the Bible for what purpose?
Got you.
Let me give you an example.
No.
I study the Bible
Move on to the next
because when I talk to Christians, I want to be able to relate to their belief system. Oh, no, I didn't. You didn't answer my question. How are our children benefited from studying the Bible? What does that got to do with solving any problems we have?
Right from wrong.
You can understand right from wrong.
No.
There's hundreds of religions in the world that teach you right from wrong.
They understand the history of what have taken place on this earth. They understand
the Bible is not.
Wait, if you ask me a question,
understanding of what.
Yeah, I knew he was going to snap. I knew he was going to snap, bro. I knew it. This dude won't let anybody talk, man. He won't let anybody talk. This is why he won't be interviewed by anybody, man. And he thinks everybody's below him. This is a piece of trash.
They
teach you right from wrong.
They understand the history of what have taken place on this earth. They understand
the Bible is not.
Wait, if you ask me a question,
understanding of
they
what
understand
there
is an invisible enemy that is their real enemy. They understand when they hear people that come and speak about things that are in the flesh that is not real, that they focus on their real enemy.
You are a religious extremist.
And to bring their self and
extreme, you gonna call somebody extreme. What he's doing is like that's typical Christianity. You're the extreme one. You said everybody who died that was like celeb status, that was black. All conspiracy theories. The son of Sam killed them all.
In accord with God.
This is why Brother Malcolm X said when we come together to organize, we should leave religion out of it. It doesn't help us organize. Would you agree with that?
No.
You don't agree with that?
How well did he get?
So you think we can...
That's funny because Malcolm X definitely brought his religion everywhere he went. I remember one reporter had to ask him, like, bro, like, listen, I'm just asking you secular things, bro. Like, leave your religious things out of this. we're gonna ask you practical, and we want practical answers. We're gonna ask you practical questions, and Malcolm X agreed. So
organized black folks.
No other way.
How well did he what?
There is no other way.
So we got to go through religion. That's the problem.
You're saying religion.
That's the problem.
I don't believe what you just described as religion. I have nothing to do with.
You're moving the goalposts, brother.
No.
Leave religion out the solution. It's not a solution.
I would never do that. God is the solution.
Narrow-minded people like you
is the solution.
Will always prevent us from solving our...
Yeah, Umar, it's like he wants to fight.
The solution.
You believe Christ is your solution, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that.
And I don't have a problem with whatever solution you might.
I don't have a problem with you believing Christ as your solution.
But just understand.
But you can't force me to believe what you believe.
When did I try to do that?
You said something earlier that was absolutely ridiculous. You said they need to put religion back in the schools.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
Oh my God, he's personally attacking. One second. Okay, you're back.
If they brought religion back into the schools, there would be wars. Do you know why? Because not everybody believes in Christ. That's why religion ain't in the school. I don't support religion in the school. I don't support religion in the school. You got Christians, you got Muslims, you got Hebrews.
Who's your greatest teacher?
You got Seventh Day.
Yeah, but he'll call us African spirituality. He'll say that's not religion. It's like, so you get to draw a line what's religion and what's not. Okay, if you ask, let's say an atheist, they might say all that's religion.
Dr. Umar, stop. Who's your greatest teacher?
My ancestors.
But in your life, not the ones that you don't know, who directly taught you was the most significant in your life?
My elders, my teachers, my parents.
Your parents, like your grandmother, your parents.
I learned from everybody.
Did they teach you about Jesus Christ?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, so they believed in Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Can we move on? Stop. I don't want to talk about this no more. Move on. Next question. Next question. Next question, bro. Next question.
Can I ask a question? How much of that?
He got Omar with that one. That was a good setup. All right, so let's move on. He's basically saying, you're saying I'm out of touch, I'm crazy, I'm part of the system exploitation team, right? So everything I got to say is wrong. My solutions, my advice, my advisory, all that stuff is wrong. My guidance is wrong because I'm lost, you said, because I used this book. But you just said your grandmother is one of your greatest teachers that you know, that taught you personally. And you just said she was a believer of the same book I believe in. And she hold to the same beliefs I hold to. But you highly revere her as one of your best teachers. But me, you're saying I'm a crook. And I believe like your grandmother. And matter of fact, you're saying I'm a crook only because I believe like your grandmother. So it's like, how can I be the worst person to give advice to black people, but your grandma is one of the best people to give advice to black folks? It's madness. Like that's the problem they're having. 1 second. One second. Trying to get this guy talking trash. Trying to get him on. All right, let's go.
Mother, your father, in terms of how you interact with others, how you feel about life, how you feel.
Well, good question. But because I'm a Pan-Africanist, I believe in freedom of.
Yeah, that's wrong, Dice, man. He said the Cowboys might win the Super Bowl before that school opens up. Yeah, you can tell by his behavior right now. Who can believe this guy with his school now? Based off this recent behavior, you can't tell this guy anything. Yeah, his negotiating powers are horrible. When he went and debate a price with a contractor, a plumber, he's terrible. And like they could sense that he's going to be a headache, so they just pass. Nah, no, thank you, sir. Yeah, I got a busy schedule. I'm kind of booked. Yeah.
Of religion.
But let's stay there. I don't want to. I'm not taking anybody's side.
No, I'm not saying you are.
There's a broader perspective that I.
Right, but I'm answering you, and I'm answering you by saying, because I came into Black consciousness at 9 years old in the 4th grade. I've been a Pan-Africanist since that time. You feel me? That's very early in life. So from the beginning, I never held religion against anyone, and I never forced it. You see what I'm saying? So my issue, for example, many of my Pan-Africanist forefathers were Christian preachers. Henry Highland Garnett, Alexander Crummell, Bishop Henry McNeil Turner.
Yeah, but so why they have something to say and you value their words, but he has the same background and he's just automatically wrong. That's not right. It's not balanced. That's not my.
Marcus Garvey was a Christian. You understand that? I'm a descendant of Christian pastors.
I'm a descendant. Oh, don't do that.
Marcus Garvey was a Christian. You understand that? I'm a descendant of Christian pastors. You understand? So I speak in churches all the time. My issue isn't Christianity, it's the way.
Okay, see now he's being deceitful. I speak in churches all the time. Yeah, but the church members are not there. You're booking their, which people do. You book the church to talk about whatever you want to talk about, but it's not Christianity. I mean, it's not church related. You're not dealing with the people, the members of the church. So that's like kind of misleading what he's saying.
Way that it's used. Right. And the reason why religion is not a unifying force is because religion is a very arrogant, presumptive, dictatorial, and chauvinist approach to building a relationship with God that alienates people. Religion alienates. And do you know why religion alienates? Because everybody thinks their way is the only way. It is not comprehensive. It is not open-ended. Christians believe their way is the only way. Muslims believe their way is the only way. Hebrews believe their way is the only way. You can't unify people like that because Africans are so spiritually diverse. We belong to every system. So you can't show up with a Bible and say this is the way it's going to be. You can't show up with a Quran and say this is the way it's going to be. The reason why the Honorable Marcus Garvey was the greatest organizer in modern history, although he was a Christian, his organization was not Christian. It was based on African culture, African consciousness, African religion.
And it failed.
No, it did not fail.
It did.
It did not fail. What do you mean?
And what do you mean? It did fail. But he was passing out fake, fraudulent money. FBI got wind of that. One of his partners, I think, was an informant. They bought like a piece of crap ship. And that's how he felt. And he got deported. So his goal and what he wanted to do, it never fruition. Yeah, he failed.
It failed.
Marcus Garvey gave the blueprint for the independence of the African continent.
We're not talking about his blueprint. He said, well, Marcus, you were speaking on behalf of what Marcus Garvey was doing at the time. Big is saying, yeah, what he was doing at the time, it failed. It did. Damn, bro. Everybody knew that.
He liberated an entire continent ideologically. Now, what has your religion done?
It failed.
What has your religion done comparable to that?
It failed.
What has your religion done comparable to that? And do you hear it failed? Do you see this? So you get that religious chauvinism, elitism. That's what you got. It failed. He pushing the Bible, but Garvey failed. Give me a break. You've done nothing for the African community. Nothing.
Burns, she wants to take a break. She wants to pause. Let's pause.
No, I don't want to pause. I want them to pause.
I want to go in another direction. I broke my rules. I don't discuss religion.
Oh my, yeah, he kept going. He said it again. He kept going back to religion, back to religion, back to religion. And every time Bigger went to explain a religious ideology or religious answer, you cut him off. Bro, you are comfortable with discussing religion, but not only that, disrespecting religion.
Do you feel me? Because of these narrow-minded views that religious black people have. It's not a tool of unity, it's only a tool of division. But the point that I was making is the reason Garvey was the most successful is he's the only one who had the wisdom to say that religion will divide us more than bring us together. And he was a devout Christian. But he knew the religious immaturity of black people would separate us.
Like your grandparents?
So Garvey kept the UNIA ACL focused on African culture, African consciousness, African liberation.
Just think about what you're saying now.
He wants a religious movement. Everybody don't need to follow the Bible. Everybody don't have to follow the Bible. Christianity is only 2,000 years old. Do you know how old we are? African people, modern Africans, been on the planet 250,000 years old. We've been dealing with God for a quarter.
Now, this dude is lying. This dude is 100% lying. I hate when people do that. And he should know better as a professional. He should know better than to say that lie. Dude is flat out lying.
250,000 years old, and this man wants me to throw out my spiritual heritage and culture and reduce my association with the Most High to a book that he reads that's only 2,000 years old. And it's not even that, because after the so-called crucifixion of Jesus, who we can't even prove existed, who we can't even prove existed, the Bible wasn't written down for what, 100, 200 years after Christ? So the religion might be 2,000 years old. The Bible might have been with us for what, 1,800 years old? Do you know how ridiculous it would be for people with 250,000 years of spiritual culture to throw it out to pick up a 2,000-year-old book? That's insanity.
All right, copy. What version, so we can move on? What?
And you got over 200 or 300 different versions of the Bible.
Yeah, he said, if you want to confuse and confound Dr. Umar, ask him what was the point of Frederick Douglass marrying a snow bunny? What was he trying to get out of that? Like, what message was he trying to convey? What point he was trying to make? Or did he just do something without thinking?
None of them agree on anything.
I agree.
The whole life of Jesus is reduced to 4 gospels. They know nothing of Jesus from the time he went into Kemet, spiritual center of African people, where he was taught, studied, and groomed into African spirituality. Where was Christ from 7 to 30? Where was he at? Studying traditional African spirituality at the feet of our ancestors. That's where Jesus was. Everything in his Bible was stolen, borrowed, and plagiarized from traditional African spirituality. Why do I need a carbon copy bootleg religion when my ancestors left me the original?
I think that there's a lot of passion that you're both bringing into the conversation from your perspective and from Biggest perspective. I'm going to offer you my perspective of what I'm looking at from the outside looking in. From the outside looking in,
No, we don't want yours.
Because all religions are dictatorial and narrow-minded. They don't respect views of other people. None of them do. Every religion teaches my way is the only way. So when you say every religion believes in that, they may profess it, they don't practice that.
Every religion might profess.
Yeah, they profess, they don't practice that. Religions are not tolerant of beliefs that are not consistent with their own. They're not.
So there isn't an interaction that you would have with a person that's, let's say, a Muslim or regardless of what it is that they're practicing, where they address you in a respectful manner?
Yes, but you can be respectful because both of y'all human beings. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he belongs to this religion and that belongs to...
A lot of those
more people have died in the name of Jesus and Muhammad than any other cause in the history of mankind. Are you aware of that? Let me say that one more time. More people have been killed over Jesus and Muhammad than every other cause of death in human history. How in the hell can religion be a unifying factor?
I feel like when people cannot separate one emotion behind another, that's what it's comfort.
I'm coming from another way. You know where I'm coming from? I'm coming from black people are older than Jesus, older than Abraham, older than Noah, older than Muhammad, older than Moses. We're older than all of that. So why we even got to unify through religion, which a lot of us don't believe in because we got our own spiritual system. Why we using religion? Use culture. Use culture. We're the oldest people in the world. We have a 250,000-year-old culture or older. Why are we unifying through something that has only brought division to the world? Christianity has only brought division to the world. Islam has only brought division to the world. They have killed, they have conquered, and they have covered up. Why are we using that? We have culture. We have ways of dealing with each other and dealing with God that far predate this 2,000-year-old.
I want to end this
religion.
and move on to the next thing.
Why we
because
dealing
we
with
keep
religion
saying
for?
no Christian would
You
kill.
brought it up.
No Christian would kill.
He said no Christian would kill.
No, Christians don't kill. So.
Have you ever heard of the Crusades? Christians don't kill. What is he talking
Christians,
about?
man. Those are not Christians.
What is he talking about?
Those are not.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, Umar is shot out, man. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed for him.
Christians. Yeah,
Christians don't kill.
People like him use it.
Christians don't kill.
Can you please stop? My son is asking me a question. I want to explain it to him now.
Yeah, but you said a blatant lie, brother.
Stop.
Christians don't lie. You just lied. You just lied.
Pause this for a second. Pause this for a second.
Yo, you know, he's gonna have that talk with Umar. Like, dude, bro, I'm talking to my son right now. Yo, that is a disrespectful punk. Dr. Umar is a disrespectful punk. That's a disrespectful punk. And this is why this happened to him. That's a disrespectful punk, yo. And that's why this happened to him. That's a disrespectful punk. He wants to be right so bad. Like, listen, have you guys heard me on different people's podcasts that I disagree with? Do you see how well behaved I am on their podcast? even when I went on Apostle Quan or Apologize Quan, when I went on his discussing podcast, I was respectful. It's a disrespectful dog right here.
So I look at a man's actions more so than who he dates.
Let me respond to my brother, and I appreciate the dialogue because we still brothers even if we disagree. I want to clarify the Frederick Douglass piece. You're absolutely right. About a decade before his death as an old man, he married a white woman. But let's not forget about Queen Mother Anna Murray Douglass, who he was married to for nearly 50 years, who gave birth to all 5 of his children, who helped him escape from slavery to freedom, and who ran the Underground Railroad in Rochester, New York during his absence. I'm only bringing that up because we talk about the white woman so much that a lot of our children don't know. Frederick Douglass had a dark-skinned, chocolate, beautiful, nappy-headed wife. So I want to make sure Anna Murray Douglass gets her due. Now, to your point that we can marry who we want and not be a coon. How is not building a family with a black woman? How can you be exempt from cooning if you do not build family with black woman?
So, and that's why the definition got to be thrown out there. Like, bro, what is your definition of cooning? Because Mike's is clearly different than Umar's.
So by your own rhetoric, it's okay if we marry a white woman as long as we marry a black woman first.
No, you should not be marrying a white woman at all. If the salvation of the African people rests on the shoulders of the African family, do we not have an obligation to be with our own women?
Interesting. And I believe that you exclusively date sisters, right?
Yes. And what about the wealth argument? Women on average outlive their husbands. So when we transition, if we married a snow bunny, is she going to use any of your wealth to empower the black community after you're gone, i.e. Kobe Bryant, i.e. Marvelous Marvin Hagler? You know, all these great black men who married these white women. James Earl Jones is an elder. We're not expecting him to go anywhere anytime soon. Sidney Poitier still with? I don't want to speak it if it's not correct.
The reason I mentioned that I judge a man by his actions is because
he passed. Sidney Poitier passed away, married to a white woman. He was a very wealthy man. That white woman got all the Sidney Poitier's money. That non-African Latino got all of Kobe Bryant's money. That white woman got all of Marvelous Marvin Hagler's money. This is wealth that we need to empower the black community and build institutions. How are you not a sellout if you're giving white people that
this gotta be long-winded as hell, man.
Type of wealth when they've already stolen enough from us? How could you find a white woman who could ever understand you as well as a sister?
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I mentioned people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date black, yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years. And you still haven't.
Why you do me like that?
Man,
why you do me like that, bro? Oh man! Oh,
we was going good till Michael went a little left.
Mike, come on.
That's because that's what happens, man. That's what happens. You are a piece of trash. Oh boy. All right. I had some other stuff, but I don't want to like go all over the place. So that's why I stay with Umar. All right, it's 12 o'clock a.m. my time. So y'all already know that that's usually my cutoff, or it's supposed to be my cutoff. All right, so I'm gonna end the live right there, and I appreciate guys popping in, listening, and hearing some of this foolishness from this crazed nut. All right, shalom.